Open your book to page 121 and let's go over the review. So number 1, you have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And first he asks for you to find the determinant number of terms. So a, the number of terms are separated by plus or minus sign. So these are separations. You got 1, 2, 3. So these are 3 terms. Let's go to B. It says write the second term. Okay, so here's your first term, second term. So second term is 2ab. Let's go to number 2. You have 6x minus 2 times x squared plus y squared. Again, addition and subtraction that used to separate the terms, but if it's inside the grouping symbol like parentheses, then you will not count. So this one does not count because it's inside the grouping symbol. So all you have is the first term and second term. So here's your first term, here's your second term. So A, there are 2 terms. So again, when you have the addition or subtraction, inside the grouping symbol, it does not count. Okay, so you negate that. And so part B, you want to write the second term. The second term is this whole thing over here. Again, here's your first term, here's your second term. Now you have to be careful. Second term, you have to including the sign. So the sign is part of your term. Okay, so second term would be negative 2 parentheses x squared plus y squared. So that's your second term. So you can include your negative. Negative is part of your term. Let's go to number 3. You have 2 times m squared minus n squared. So A. So this has only 1 term because again the subtraction inside the grouping symbol does not count. So this has only 1 term. So answer is 1. So this is 1 term. And so B, you want to write the second term. Since there's no second term, so it would be none. Okay, there's no second term. This is only 1 term. Let's go to number 4. You get x plus x squared over 4 minus 2 times x cubed plus 1. So part A, these are 2 terms. Again, here's your first term, second term. So these are 2 terms. And B, your second term would be, again, including the negative. Negative is part of your term. So it's negative 2 parentheses x cubed plus 1. So that's your second term. Okay, let's go to number 5. Number 5. You want to determine if the 2x is a term or factor. So you got 3 plus 2x. So you want to find out if this is a term or factor. Or if you have addition, subtraction is a term. If you have multiplication, division is a factor. So in this case, this is a term. So 2x is a term. Okay, let's go to number 6. You have 8 times 7y parentheses. And you want to find out if the 7y is a term or factor. Again, if you have addition, subtraction is a term. When you have multiplication, division is a factor. So this is a factor. Let's go to number 7. Number 7, you want to combine the like terms. So you have 18x plus 23x. So first you have to determine if they are like terms or not. So they are like terms because they have the same variable. Okay, so when you combine the like terms, you just add their coefficients. So you got 18 plus 23, you're going to get 41x. Again, you want to treat the variable as like the labels. Think about like 18 apples plus 23 apples will give you 41 apples. So do not make into x squared because you don't say 41 apple, right? Yeah. So again, the variable does not change. Okay, let's go to number 8. You have negative 42 xy squared minus 12xy squared. So again, these are like terms because they have the exactly same variables. So these are like terms. So both have the xy squared, right? So you're going to combine them together. Again, when you're going to combine the like terms, you look at the coefficient. They are same signs. So you add the numbers together, and you follow the sign of the higher number, so it's negative. And the variable stay the same. Again, these are like your label, like apples, right? You don't say apple, apple, so you don't change the variables when you add or subtract. Okay, let's go to number 9. You have 12ab minus 3a plus 5b minus 21ba. Now AB and BA are the same, okay? Because these are multiplication, and multiplication are commutative, right? You can switch them. Okay? So AB and BA are the same. So these two are the like terms. They have the same variables, right? Again, AB and BA are the same. You can switch the order. So when you combine the like term, you might want to do the circling. It helps you to keep track. Okay? So 12 minus 21. So opposite signs, you have to subtract the number, so it gives you 9. And you follow the sign of a higher number, give you negative, AB. So when you circle that, it helps to keep track of your terms. So these two already accounted for, and the rest of them cannot combine, so leave them alone. Okay, so these are different terms. These are unlike terms, so you cannot do anything to them. You only can combine the like terms. Okay, let's go to number 10. You have 4 plus 2x minus y minus 7. So only like terms are the numbers. Okay, so again, they are exactly the same type. So opposite signs, right? This is positive, this is negative. So opposite signs, you subtract the number, and you follow the sign of a higher number, which will give you negative 3, and plus 2x minus y, and that's it. Now the order of the term right now doesn't matter. You can switch the order. So if you have 2x minus y minus 3, that's fine. Okay, let's go to number 11. Okay, so this one you want to write this in the simplest form. You got 8 times 3 x minus y. So this one you want to distribute, you want to multiply out. So multiply will give you 24x. And then you distribute, you multiply, give you minus 8y, and that's it. This one you cannot combine because they are unlike terms. Okay, number 12, you have negative 5 times a plus b. Again, to simplify, you multiply out. So negative 5 times a is minus 5a. But you always write down the sign, the number, and the alphabet. You multiply, give you minus 5b, and that's it. Let's go to number 13. You have the 3s minus 2t times minus 2. So when you distribute, again, you just use the first term and you multiply, distribute, and you go to the next one. So this one, you multiply, give you negative 6s, and there's nothing out here. Now, if there are terms over here, you keep distribute, right? Keep multiply. But if there's none, then you multiply this one, you're done. Then you go to the next one. So this one, you multiply. Negative times negative give you positive, so it will be plus 4t. And after that, you want to check, see if you can combine the like terms. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 14. Number 14, you have 3x minus 2t minus 2. Now notice that the two are different, right? When you have parentheses like this is a multiplication. For this one, this is subtraction. So you have to do the parentheses first. So to simplify this, again, you have to go through your order of operation. You have to undo the parentheses first. And to undo the parentheses, you multiply by the number in front. In this case, it's 1. Okay, so you're going to get 3x minus 2t minus 2. And after that, you look for like terms. This one you cannot. There's no like term to combine, and so this is it. So make sure you know the difference between the two. Okay? This is a multiplication. This is subtraction. They are not the same. Okay, let's go to number 15. Yeah, 7 minus 3, bracket, x minus 4, parentheses, 2 plus x, closing parentheses, closing bracket. So you can remember your grouping, right? You do the parentheses first, then you do the bracket, and you do the braces, right? So you have to do the parentheses first. You have to undo the parentheses. Again, when you're going to undo the group, you have to multiply what's in front. So do not subtract this first. Subtraction comes very last. So if you subtract and make it into a 4, you're going to lose all your points. Again, that's a big, very bad mistake. So do not subtract. Okay? You have to do the parentheses first. So to undo the parentheses, you multiply like this up here. So you multiply, you get minus 8. Multiply, you get minus 4x. Okay? So you can multiply to get rid of the parentheses. Then next, you have to undo the bracket. Okay? Now you can go and combine the like terms first, but or you can just multiply to do the undo the bracket. So I'm going to just go and distribute. So multiply minus 3x. multiply plus 24. Okay, watch the sign. So multiply plus 12x. Okay, so you can get rid of parentheses, get rid of bracket, and now you can go and combine the like terms. So again, I'm going to circle these. Okay, I'm doing the variable first. Okay, so negative 3 and 12, they are opposite sign, right? Negative and positive, they are opposite, so you have to subtract the numbers. So it gives you 9. And follow the sign of the higher number is positive, so you get positive 9x. So that takes care of the x. Now let's go and do the number. Again, I'm using different shapes so I can keep track, make sure every term is accounted for. So 7 and 24, both are positive, so you add the numbers together. Okay, and that's it for number 15. Okay, let's go to number 16. You have square root of 121, a to the 6, b to the 8, and c to the 10. So all these are nice. All this can simplify. Okay, so you can just take the square root of each one. Again, none things up. So for square root of 121, we'll give you 11. Okay, and this one over here, we give you a to the 3. Right? Again, remember, when you don't see a number, square root means there's a 2. Means you get 2 of them to make an integer. So there are 6, and take 2 of them to make an integer, you get 3 of it. Right? So you can just divide. Okay, so 6 divided by 2, you get 3. And this one will give you b to the 4, and this will give you c to the 5. Okay, and so that's it. So just take the square of each one. Again, line it up. It helps you to avoid some of mistakes. Okay, let's go to 17. You have 3x minus y plus z. And this one you want to evaluate. Evaluate means find the value, right? The word evaluate, right? Again, it's come from the word value, right? Okay. So again, come from evaluate, right? Means find the value. So basically, you want to find the value. So you have the x equal to 4, x equal to negative 2. So x equal to negative 2, and y equal to 3, and z equal to negative 4. So first thing you want to do is you want to substitute. Okay, don't do anything else. First, you only do one thing, substitute, and you put in parentheses whenever you substitute. So make sure you apply the proper technique, or else you're going to get really totally messed up. And after that, you want to get rid of the grouping symbol, so you have to go and do the multiplication first. This is a multiplication. So let's get rid of all the parentheses, right? So this will give me negative 6. This will be minus 3. Plus and minus is minus, right? So get rid of all the parentheses. Then after that, you can combine the like terms. Okay. Now all these are same, right? So notice that all these are negative. So you can do all at one time, or you can do 2 at a time. So I'm going to do this one and this one. Right? Again, they are the same, so you can go in order from left to right. So this will give me, again, same sign, so you add a number, right? Both are negative, so same sign, you add a number. Follow the sign of a higher number, so it will be negative 9, right? 9 up. Now, you go to the next one. Again, both of these are negative, so same sign, you add a number, and you follow the sign of the higher number, and so it will be negative 13. Okay. Let's go to number 18. You have 7 minus y. Number 18, 7 minus y times x plus z. Okay, so you can get x equal to negative 2, y equal to 3, z equal to negative 4. So again, first you substitute, and whenever you substitute, put in parentheses, or else, especially when it's a negative, it's going to get messed up. So 7 minus 3 times x is negative 2 plus z is negative 4. Okay, so we have to do the parentheses first. So 7 minus, so let's get rid of all the parentheses. So 3, this would be 3 times. Okay, so this would be, again, get rid of the parentheses. So this is addition. So when you add, right, same sign, you add the numbers together. And you follow the sign of higher numbers, it would be negative 6. Okay, so now let's go and do the multiplication. So 7, so you multiply, it gave you plus 18. And so when you add, you get 25. Okay, let's go to number 19. Number 19, you have 5x squared minus 3x plus 10. and you have x equal to -2, y equal to 3, z equal to -4. So this one you don't have to worry about the y and the z because there's only x. So you substitute, again, put in the parentheses. Again, you only do one thing at a time. Don't try to substitute and multiply at the same time. Most likely it will go wrong, especially with the negatives. So pay close attention to the steps. So again, step 1, just substitute. Then after that, you follow the order of operations. First, you have to do the exponents. So -2 squared will give you 4. Again, you only do one step at a time so you don't get confused. So do the exponent. Now we can do the multiplication. So you multiply, this will be 20. Multiply, this will be +6 and +10. Again, try to not have everything. It helps you to avoid a lot of mistakes. So now everything is addition, so you can just add all this together. This will give you 36, and that's it. Okay, let's go to number 20. You have x squared plus 2xy minus y squared. X equal to -2, y equal to 3, z equal to -4. Okay, so substitute. Again, whenever you substitute, put in parentheses. So x is -2, y is 3, y is 3. So you can substitute only, don't do anything else. So now you can apply the order of operation. First, let's do the exponents. So this would be a 4, positive, right? Negative square is positive, 2 square is 4. Now this one, don't do anything yet. I can do one step at a time. Minus, so 3 square is 9. Now notice the square is only for 3 only, not for the negative, right? Again, this only for what's immediately before it. And so the parenthesis is immediately before the exponent, so only the parentheses get squared, not the negative over here. Okay, so now you're done with the square, so now you do the multiplication. So when you multiply positive times negative times positive, so this is going to give you a negative. Again, when you multiply, you do the sign, the number, then the alphabet. So now you take care of the sign, so now you do that. The number 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. And so now you have addition and subtraction, so you go from left to right. So this number and this number, they are opposite sign, right? Positive, negative, so the opposite sign. So you have to subtract the number. So after you subtract the number, this will follow the sign of the higher number, so it will be negative. Now your next step, okay, both are negative. So both are negative, so same sign, you add the number. Again, same sign, you add a number. Opposite sign, you subtract the number, right? And you follow the sign of a higher number is negative. So answer is -17. Okay, let's go to 21. You have x minus 2 bracket y minus x parentheses x plus z. And again, you got x equal to -2, y equal to 3, z equal to -4. So step 1, you substitute. Don't do anything else. And whenever you substitute, put in parentheses. Okay, and x is -2. And over here, the y is 3. Z is -4. So you have to follow this, right? So this parenthesis is this parenthesis out here. So make sure you keep track. Line it up, pay close attention. Okay, so first let's go and do the grouping inside. So don't do anything else yet. Let's get rid of parentheses. So this one is -2. Now don't minus this right away. Okay, don't add or subtract. Okay, so let's get rid of parentheses first. Okay, negative becomes plus, and this means multiply, right? Okay, over here we can get rid of these, right? 3 plus -4 will give you -1. So make sure you follow all your grouping symbols. So now we have to get rid of the parentheses inside the grouping, right? The grouping inside. So when you multiply, this will give you -2. Again, you got to do it step by step. Go down, not everything. Okay, so now let's go and work out the inside first. Again, this means multiply, right? So 3 minus 2 will give you 1. So again, that's how you get rid of the grouping symbols. Your next step is you have to multiply first before you subtract. So you have to do this part first. So -2 times 1 is -2. So now you're ready to do your final step, right? So both are negative. So same sign, you have to add the numbers together, right? Same sign, you add the number together, and then you follow the sign of a higher number, which is negative. And so that's your negative 4. Okay, let's go to number 22. You have x minus y squared plus z squared over x minus 2z. And be careful how you write. Notice I write the 2 this way and z this way, so z has a slash through. So that way you can tell the difference between 2 and a z. Okay. So again, x equal to negative 2, y equal to 3, z equal to negative 4. So again, substitute. So negative 2 minus 3, and this is a big parentheses outside here. That's a big parentheses. So make sure you keep track. Okay, plus z is negative 4 squared over x is negative 2 minus 2 times negative 4. Okay, so now let's go and do the, this is a grouping. So you have to do the grouping first before you square, right? So do the grouping first. So negative 2 minus 3, again, they are same sign. You can think of this as same sign, negative and negative, right? Same sign, you add the numbers, and then you follow the sign of a higher number. So again, all I'm doing is just add this together. Okay, so I'm not doing anything else. Again, do one step at a time. So your next step is you're going to do the square, right? Again, this is grouping, so you have to do this group. But within this group, you have to do the square first. Okay, so this one, exponent is for what's before it, right? So it's parentheses. That means entire parentheses get squared. So negative squared is positive. So 5 squared is 25. Over here, going to plus. Okay, negative squared is positive. It's already a plus. You don't have to write it again. 4 squared is 16. Okay. And on the bottom, again, you just leave it alone for now. Okay, so you can do the square. So now you can do the multiplication and division. So you can do this part over here. Let's get rid of the parentheses over here. So you got 25 plus 16. Over here, you're going to get negative 2. Multiply, you're going to get plus 8. Okay. So now we can do the addition. Again, this line means it's grouping. So it means you got group on the top, you got group on the bottom. So you have to work each one out individually. So you get 41 over negative 2 plus 8. The opposite sign, so you have to subtract the number, and you follow the sign of that. And the next you have to check is, can you simplify that? Okay. Now, you can leave it as improper fraction. So don't waste time making to mixed numbers. Just leave it as an improper fraction. And see if you can reduce by 2, cannot, 3 cannot. So that's it. Okay, now let's go to 23. 23 is exactly the same problem. You just have to substitute. Okay? But those are used in the real world, in a real situation. Okay? So those are formulas for some real things. But you do exactly the same thing. Okay? So you got C equal to A over A plus 12 times, the dot means times capital A. And it says find C when A equal to 8, and the small a is 8, and big A is 35. Again, all these problems are the same thing. So first step, you substitute. So C equal to A is 8, A is 8, and big A is 35. Okay? So again, you have to work out the group first. So C equal to 8 over, so 8 plus 12 is 20. So now you can go and multiply, right? This is division and multiplication. So this one you can do the cancellation, or you can put it over 1 if it's more clear. So all these are divisible by, you can reduce, right? So this is divisible by 5. So divide by 5, I get 4. Divide by 5, I get 7. And now 4 and 8 can divide by 4, right? So divide by 4, I get 1. Divide by 4, I get 2, right? And so C is going to be equal to 14. Okay, let's go to number 24. You got I equal to PRT. It tells you that P equal to 400, R is equal to 0.10, and T equal to 2.75. So you can first you substitute. So I equal to P is 400, R is 0.10, T is 2.75. So I equal, now you can, this one you use calculator, and this one is all multiplication, so it's very straightforward. So 400 times 0.10 times 2.75, and you push equal. This will give you 110. Okay, let's go to number 25. 25, you have C equal to 5 over 9 times by F minus 32. By the way, this is for thermometer, the temperature. You want to convert from degrees Fahrenheit into degrees Celsius. That's what this formula is for. Okay, this is to figure out the interest. Interest equal to the principal times the interest rate times the time. So like when you put money in the bank saving and you get interest. Okay, and this is a simple interest. Okay, so number 25, the F is equal to 15.5. So this number is a bit messy, okay, but it's okay. So just substitute, so 5 over 9 times 15.5 minus 32. Okay, and you're allowed to use decimal, which is fine, or you can use fraction. Okay, so C equal to 5 over 9 times. Okay, so that's going to use a fraction. So make sure you know how to use your calculator. Okay, so you got 15. Okay, so 15. 1 over 2 minus, this is kind of weird, okay. Okay, you're just going to subtract. So this one you're going to give you negative 16.5. Okay, or you can just use decimals, which is fine. But I'm just going to do it manually, okay. This is not a scientific calculator, so it's kind of junky. So you want to get a good calculator and make sure you're familiar with it. I'm going to make it into 33 over 2, and then from here you can go and try to cancel things out. Both you can divide by 3, so divide by 3, you get 11. So C equal to negative 55 over 6. Okay, 5 times 11 is 55. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, and if you use calculator to divide, that's fine. But if you just leave it like that, that's fine. Okay, this is acceptable. That's fine. Okay, let's go to 26. Number 26, you got A equal to P times 1 plus I to the N. And so this one, the P equal to 500, N equal to 3, and I equal to 0.1. Again, first you substitute, so A equal to 500 times 1 plus 0.1 to the 3. Okay? So again, you have to work out the inside before the grouping comes first before your exponent, right? So A equal to 500 times 1.1 to the 3 power. So again, you have to do the grouping first before you do the exponent. So make sure you know your order of operation. So it becomes 500 times. So this one is to a 3 power. So if you don't know how to use the exponent, you just go 1.1 times 1.1 times 1.1, right? Again, 3 power means there are 3 of them. So you go 1.1 times 1.1 times 1.1 equal, okay? In case if you don't know how to use the cube. But if you know how to use cube, like this one over here, okay? So you can do it either way. So you can go 1.1, you push this button over here, and then push 3, and push equal, and you get the same answer. Okay. So again, make sure you know how to use your calculator. So you get 1.331. Now don't erase. So once you have this number, all you have to just go and multiply by 500, right? Times by 500 equal. So A equal to 665.5. And because this deal with money, so normally you want to have 2 decimal places. Okay. Okay, let's go to 27. You have sigma equal to N P Q, and it tells you that N equal to 400, P equal to 0.5, and Q equal to 0.5. Okay, so again, first you substitute. So N is 400, and P is 0.5, and Q is 0.5. Okay, so first you have to figure out what this is equal to. So you have to multiply out. So 400 times 0.5 times 0.5 equal. Okay, so you have square root of 100, and then after that you can take the square root. Okay, so some of you can do it in your head, right? It's 10, but if you don't, just go use your calculator and push the square root button, and that's it. So 10. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 28. 28, you have A equal to P times 1 plus RT. And it tells you that P equal to 500, R equal to 0.12, and T equal to 10. Okay. So again, first you substitute. So A equal to 500 times 1 plus R is 0.12, T is 10. So you have to work this part out. You have to work out the parentheses first. Now inside parentheses, you have the multiplication and addition, so you have to do the multiplication first. So you can do one step at a time. Don't try to do too many steps. So when you multiply, you get 1.2. Okay, so now you can go and add. So A equal to 500 times 2.2. And so you multiply, use your calculator, you get 1100. Okay. Now there's one more point that you should know how to do. So let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go to page 117 and let's do number 11. You already did number 12 on your homework, but number 11, this is the physics. Okay, same type of problem. Okay, in the paragraph, it gives you the equation S equal to 1/2 GT squared, and it tells you that the G is equal to 32 and T equal to 3. Okay. And over here, they didn't give you the label, but usually the G would be like feet per second square. Okay, that's the label. Okay, in case if you see that. Okay. Again, so you substitute, so S equal to 1/2, G is 32, times T equal to 3 square. So you do the square first, so S equal to 1/2 times 32, and 3 squared is 9. So now you multiply out. So you're going to get, so 1/2 times 32 is 16, 16 times 9 is 144, okay? And again, the label is over here, so in case they give you a label, and all the label will cancel out, so S would be feet. Okay. Normally that's what that is. Okay. Okay. So you can just label, you can just ignore that when you put in here, when you substitute. When you substitute, don't worry about the label, you can just worry about the number.